Tomorrow, President-elect Joe Biden will move into that building right there after taking his oath of office at noon. On day one, Joe Biden will start undoing a number of Trump policies, including those things you see right there on the screen. Reports also indicate he will offer a path to citizenship for millions of illegal migrants and much more. Here to discuss, we've got the executive director of Heritage Action for America, Jessica Anderson. We were going to join her yesterday, but technical difficulties prevented that, and now we hope she can hear me. Hello, Jessica.
Good morning. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, great. You know, one of the things apparently Joe Biden is going to do first day is cancel the XL pipeline, which, you know, we've been hearing about for a very long time. Donald Trump famously, in his early days, went ahead and reversed the Obama administration. It was a green light. But this is a private business with $8 billion invested in it to try to make energy more efficient and economical. What do you make of him pulling the plug on that?
Well, first off, it's very concerning that Biden is heading down this direction when we know that the Keystone Pipeline has provided so many jobs for hardworking Americans. It really is frustrating. And at a time when Biden's plans should be about opening up more opportunities for jobs, he's going in the opposite direction. These are thousands of hardworking construction, engineer jobs. I mean, these are real Americans that will basically be put on unemployment with the backdrop of the pandemic. So he's doing this, I think, under this farce of climate control and climate change when we know that that is not baked in any real science. The Keystone Pipeline does not have an adverse effect on climate. And so when you see things like this, you just know that he is running down the same failed policy line that Obama did. And it's concerning to all of us Americans that want something more from our elected officials.
But, you know, Jessica, it's just one of those things. You know, he's got a super liberal progressive left who, when they see that, hey, he pulled the plug on that, that's good. He's doing a good job for us.
That should worry us all, right? When the progressive left cheerleads something that Biden is doing, that should put conservatives really on edge. And you see that even with immigration. The far left, Amnesty International and amnesty groups are cheerleading Biden's decision now to give amnesty to over 11 million American and immigrants that are here in the United States and make them Americans. And so you really need to look at who's cheerleading what to understand these policies. And you should also look at the team. Who's the team that's implementing these policies? These are all Obama holdovers that came from the previous administration, are now part of Biden's inner circle. We know how this story ends. It's worse off for Americans, and we all should use every leverage tool that we have to fight back against this destructive agenda.
You know, after listening to you, Jessica, for a couple of minutes, you know, I think there are probably people out there who think, you know what, she needs to be deprogrammed because that's the way she thinks. She's been thinking like that for a number of years. We got to turn her around. What do you make of that whole idea that people who have a certain point of view need to be deprogrammed or deplatformed?
Well, it's the wrong point of view to have. And it's one that looks past the real facts and the real numbers. If you look specifically at everything that the Biden-Harris administration wants to do, you see that it's going to have a direct impact on American jobs, our businesses, our families, our way of life. And the numbers speak for themselves. Look at even what he's activating and advocating now for COVID relief. It's a $1.9 trillion package. We've already spent $3.5 trillion on COVID. Compare that to the $900 billion for the economic crisis of Obama years. These are huge spending. The numbers don't lie. $15 minimum wage, state and local bailouts. This has direct impact. So the only programming I'd like to see is for people to really get down on the programmatic weeds of these numbers and know exactly what the impact is going to be for each and every one of us.
Well, you know what Democrats have said in the past, especially Rahm Emanuel, never let a good crisis go to waste. And so this is their chance to load it up. But it's got to go through Congress. Let's see if the Republicans stand up against this. Jessica Anderson, Executive Director of Heritage Action for America, thank you very much. We heard you loud and clearly today.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
You bet.